Okay, this should be about as simple as it gets. The store knows you're en route. As soon as they confirm receipt of the parts, they'll release the funds. Standard disclaimers apply. In the event that you're intercepted, everyone you've ever known will deny all knowledge of your actions. I have a duty to warn you about the potential for bad actors to have tracked this shipment, blah, 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 blah. You know the score.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round. It's on the way.
Hi there. Are you free?
All right.
There's the boss. No, I'm at work. Let's talk later. Just give me the word and I'll make it happen. This is problematic. The product's held up on a boat off the coast. The crew are hostile, so take them out and get the goods to the warehouse. All right, sale time. The goods are loaded up at Los Santos International. The buyer wants you to make airdrops at a number of locations around the city. You ready for this? Let's go.
Hello? What can I do for you? Oh, hey. You're in trouble. Okay. I'll deal with it.
Hey, how's it going?
Christian Feltz, present. Cool.
I got you covered here.
Interesting. I see grizzled mountains and hungry eyes. See you soon, I think.
Time to bring the axe down! Put on some tighter pants! Headbang achieved!
I can't for one of those rides, yo. Real talk. Wow, she looks good. Not that she didn't already. That is hot, if I do say so myself. Your tushy will be thanking you. Now that's an attractive bike. For a serious hardened criminal. Whoa, now she looks pretty, but not in like a girly way. Bulletproof tires. Everyone needs bulletproof tires.
need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. I'll get there as soon as I can.
Not my vehicle!
We got pretty much everything. This one'll mess things up. See anything you like? Live and love.
This is a civilian hangar owner. Give them access to the base.
Morse Mutual. We're here to help.
What's up? Bye.
Need anything? looking into it, Cap. I'll be here.
You're fine, right?
Okay, nice easy job for you. Just go pick up the trailer that's waiting nearby and bring it to the buyer. Hey, we're done? Didn't I say it would be easy?
See you around.
right, bring the car in. We'll salvage the parts and get paid in no time. Almost here? Nice! We can get the car ready to be...
All right. Take care.
All right, we just gotta strip this bad boy, and then the money is all ours. I mean yours.
No-go vodka. The new premium vodkas come from a place where everyone's depressed, most people are unemployed, and a few rich people have stolen all the money. Not Russia, the Midwest. No-go. Premium vodka from the heartland, not the motherland.
See you on the flip side.
Hey.
You know the freeway's fucked at this hour. What is wrong with you? I'll text the casting director. You fucking owe me big.
Looking good, boss.
Hey, you trying to smoke later? Later.
Got some cool stuff here for you. So what you looking for? I'll be here if you need anything. That'll light 'em up. Always gotta have a mag of that. Need any more? Yup. Gotta load up before you head out. That'll light 'em up. Keep your eyes open.
Good to see you, boss. Hello. What do you need? Have a good day.
Hey, Heffa, we're moving that stuff today, right? It's all loaded up on the flatbed outside the warehouse. We called ahead to our people down at the docks. They're waiting for you. I tell you to be careful, but shit, I figured you must always be careful. See you soon, Heffa. We all good? It's done, no problem.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round. It's coming at you.
Okay, so you want to sell this, right? Because boy, do I want it out of our basement. The buyer's people are going to guide you to the drop in a helicopter. Get out to their location and signal them with a flare, then follow the chopper to the drop.
Good morning, everybody. Because everybody knows, first thing in the morning when I do my streams, it's coffee time. And I just finished my first cup of coffee. And when I'm getting to know my cup of coffee, I'm not really a talkative person. So, that answers that question. But everybody knows I'm doing sales. I'm making money. I do my business rounds. Right? William, what's going on, dude? Nice to see you. Are you all hungover from Super Bowl? Because I'm not, right? Because football's not my main sport, but and plus the Patriots are not there, so I don't give a shit, right? But I heard it was good times. Good God, fucking. My neighbors, the whole block, I think, was watching the Super Bowl. Fuck, you could hear every time somebody's team didn't fucking go the right way. You could hear people screaming, "Rah!" like animals. And it's like, now you guys know how we are with hockey, right? We're not angry people. We're yelling at TV. And especially playoff times. But I imagine a lot of people are calling in sick today. Right? Because I heard it was a really long game last night, like 4.5 hours or some crap like that. I don't know. All I know is I could hear it. I didn't even have to have it on social media or anything. It's just people's TVs, man. It's like the whole block everybody was watching that thing. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to sit through shit like that. Unless the Patriots are there, and even then, when the halftime shows were on, like, they'd be ridiculously long and everything would get dragged out and commercials here and commercials there. It's like, oh, fuck. Like, yeah. But here's the thing, like, us hockey fans, like, we couldn't sit through something like that long. No fucking way. Like, we'd lose our mind if the Stanley Cup was that fucking long. No way, man. Right? If the Stanley Cup Championship game... I don't even know what the Stanley Cup Championship game is like anymore because, like, once the Leafs are out of the playoffs, I don't give a shit no more. Montreal made it there all the way to the finals one time, and people are like, aren't you happy that a Canadian team's in the finals? I was like, no, no, that's my rival team. I don't give a shit about Montreal. I hope they lose. Fucking, I don't want the cup in Montreal. Fuck that shit. Who ended up winning, by the way? I didn't even pay attention to, like I told you guys, I stopped paying attention to news and all that stuff, so I don't even know who won. I haven't Googled it or nothing. So, who wants to be the first to tell me? Right? Did somebody's team win? Right? Was anybody a fan of...
And the sale is made. You get the cash. I get not to worry about being caught with that stuff in the club and sent to the can. It's a win for both of us.
Do I need to Google who won? Huh? Because I really didn't check this morning. I'm not being sarcastic. The Chiefs won. That's cool. Right on. That's awesome. That's good for them. Hasn't it been a very long time since they won, I think? Well, it has to have been. But then again, I can't remember back too many Super Bowls, because same thing. Like if the Patriots aren't there, then I'm not paying attention. I don't even know how I'm going to pay attention to the Patriots this year because Bill's gone.
Calling for some wheels?
So
I'm
maybe
Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Like, the coaching, what's going to happen there? Or that's going to be a huge shakeup. Training camp's going to be interesting. That's for sure. I don't think I have to do anything else. Now, you guys have seen how I go around all my businesses. You guys have questioned that before. And I started off, I showed you guys that you can go to your office tower and you see your secretary there. She gives you, every 20 minutes you can go and export that truck for $50K. That's residual money. That's when you own an office, okay, so keep that in mind always. And when you own that bunker, that truck also pops back around, right? That's residual money. So when you section things between, or sorry, not section things, but when you position yourself between those two businesses, right, you constantly are able to make money back and forth. Yeah, everybody's bad for that. I'm even bad for that, right? I'm always trying to keep up with you guys. Like there's so many streamers that I try to like and check in on and say hi on, and it seems like now there's a lot of us, which is cool, right? It's really fun to see because I remember somebody telling me something. When I first started doing this, somebody's like, YouTube's a dying platform. I'm like, I don't think so. Like, fucking bullshit. They're like, why don't you come on Twitch or some shit like that? And I was like, no, that's fine. No, I heard Twitch is like extremely, like, what do you call that one? Strict. So I was like, no thanks. I want no part in that shit. Right? Never gone on Twitch whatsoever. Never will either, because I just didn't hear good feedback. I heard very little feedback that was good. I keep forgetting where my truck is. Oh, it's definitely not there. There it is.
I'll bring it to you.
See,
Aye,
morning
I'll
brain
get back
fart.
to work.
So, since we're out here, I positioned these businesses where I have for a reason. And since we're out here, ooh, close. Okay, the Grand Sonora Desert's near the base. Okay, and usually nightclub sales. Yeah, see that, and that's a no-no for me, right? Like, you know, I drove truck. Like, try telling a truck driver they can't swear no more. Try telling a truck driver who's sworn since the day he's been in the shop, right? And cleaning cattle trailers since a teenager, like right from fucking school as a first job, or like tell me to try and like call my, like, I used to give people a finger, and then until they hauled me into the office, and then they told me, like, the one driver told me to do like thumbs up and then give the guy asshole. You'll really throw somebody off. So next time somebody cuts you off or anything like that, instead of giving them the finger and yelling out the window and saying fuck you, blah 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 blah, just be like, give them a thumbs up, like, good job asshole. Alright, ASS hole. Hold your pinky finger up, the next finger beside that one, your middle finger, and then make a hole. Okay? And give them that sign language. Okay? And don't even mouth it. You don't know how bad you're gonna throw their ass off, guys. Seriously. You will fuck their whole day up. Alright? They will look at you like you were some kind of fucking space cadet. Like, they don't know how to respond. They'll look at you like a deer in headlights. And then you drive away and smile. Just fucking smile and drive away. You fuck their whole day up. You just won. You psychologically won that mental battle, right? Because the second you turn around and engage with another human being, like an animal, and say fuck you and blah 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 blah, right? You're dropping yourself down to their level, and quite frankly, you're displaying that you have childish behavior, right? Now, if you do the smart thing, I learned this as I had to learn patience is over the years of driving. Oh yes, you develop, like, as your years go on, you develop more and more patience, because you just have to, because it's just like you keep having to deal with more and more shit, right? I'm telling you, it works. Do it with the left hand though, okay, so that they can read it. It's ASS hole, right? And so you do it with the left hand. You're like, good job asshole. So you would take your index finger and your thumb and you put them together and make the hole, and then you hold up the other three fingers, right? So the first sign is good job. So you would do the thumbs up to him and make sure he sees it, or she, whoever, right? And you go, good job, and then go asshole. And you can even mouth the words if you want. That even really fucks them up, because then they're going to be like, what are you talking about? Good job. And they don't know how to respond. They'll just be mind fucked. You just completely, like, because nobody expects that. Okay? And then so this is my operations manager that told me this one. This is years back, okay? This is like going back in 2013 or some shit. Maybe even 2014. Tells me this one, right? So I put it to the test. Because here's the thing, like, when you give somebody the finger, right? On a major fucking freeway, right? Well, we call it highway, but you guys call it freeway. When you do that, when traffic's at a standstill and you fucking make sure that your air horn makes sure that you got people's attention, they get on the phone and they call dispatch, right? So immediately, like, dispatch didn't even bother messaging me when I was on the road. They just waited me to get back in the yard. Like, you need to be in the office for a meeting. Oh, God, that's not good. Right? And I learned right from there, right from that day. Don't be aggressive out there, but anyways. Completely, that was getting back on topic here. I have my businesses set out here for a reason, and even my bunker. Excuse me. Now, most times, the nightclub being down here, me purchasing it down here, is because most of the business battles, when you're in a public lobby, are in this area, so it makes it close and convenient to come back and forth to your nightclub. Usually those sales, when you have your nightclub sales, they'll push you out, like way out here, or even out here. Hell, sometimes it might even put you up to Toledo Bay, okay? Or it might even put you out here, okay? And then at that point you're doing your, those are the cargo bob missions. That's where you're picking it up with a cargo bob and taking it out to sea barge. So from here, once I come out here, and I know I'm in the vicinity of my bunker, I'll go check on my bunker. It just makes sense, right? Like, you wouldn't go back to, say, downtown and go and source cargo. That's a long trip. Like, why would you do that? You're completely bypassing this business right here. This business can make money. Likely either the hangar business needs attention, or this one's ready for a sale. Okay? Or even the truck's ready to go out again for delivery. So either way, you don't want to be going somewhere without making money. Eventually, that's how I manipulated the game to make me money, always make me money. The game pays me to play the game. Okay? I make the game pay me to play it. So it never cost me money. Never bought a shark card or anything like that. And that's why people got interested and wanted to see what the hell I was doing, because they couldn't understand and grasp their head around it. Well, I went around and I bought, as I was making money, right? Instead of buying vehicles like everybody else in my first year of GTA, I saved money and I invested in businesses. And then once I had all the businesses, so I could go around like I'm doing now, I started upgrading all those businesses so that they'd make me the maximum amount of money possible. And now I just get to go and do a routine when I want to go and make money. And even when I'm not doing sales and not visiting all my businesses, there's 4 safes. There's 4 wall safes right now that are constantly bringing money in while I'm driving around doing all this. So there's constantly money coming in. There's residual money no matter what I'm doing, right? I could travel around my yacht all day long if I wanted to, and I'm still making money, and that pisses people off, right? Because, I mean, most of them know it. Like a lot of GTA players know it, right? The majority of them don't know how to manage money when it comes to GTA. They're buying cars, they're going to car meets, they're doing this, they're doing that. They don't own enough businesses, they don't have enough time to manage that, they don't manage the money properly, and they buy stuff in GTA. Yeah, there's no reason. There's no reason to spend smart shark cards on this game. No. No. Like, they don't manage money. Like, I teach them how to manage money. You remember back in the COVID days, okay? I was just learning, and I only had the MC business, and I was trying to save up. I seen the submarine, and I wanted to save up for the big Kasaka, because somebody told one player told me, he goes, if you save up and get the Kasaka, I'll teach you how to do the missions, and I'll teach you how to be rich. I was like, okay, perfect, that sounds awesome, right? And he asked me how much I had saved, and I told him like 1.6 million, and he goes, come with me, and he took me on the Cayo Perico and taught me the Cayo Perico, right? Like that. And it like taught me that you can make money on Cayo Perico. And he goes, that you have to figure it out on your own, though. Like, he did it some weird fucking way. I don't know how it was. Like, it was just fucking sketchy as... I don't even remember. I've tried his way a couple times, like a different way than when I go in, and it's like, no, it doesn't work like that for me. But I mastered it, and I saved that $1 million that they were giving us every month. So when GTA was giving us $1 million every single month during the months of COVID, they did that for like a year. I saved that, and then I kept each month. I kept that was my monthly bonus, my monthly $1 million bonus, and I'd take that and I'd invest it into my businesses again. Because that's the smart thing to do, like, because you don't want to be spending money and then having to sell your assets. Like, some people have these garages filled with these modded cars, they call them, okay? And what it is just these glitched cars. They glitch back and forth, they trade cars, and those cars end up being worthless. Like, they're worth $0, and that's why they freak out, because when they're running out of money and the latest thing comes out with the download DLC, right? They freak out because everybody else is getting it, or other people are getting it and they're not. So they turn around and start selling off their assets. Right? All BAM's vehicles, except for my Podium 1 vehicles, like the odd time I've won a Podium vehicle over the last 3 years, I believe it's like 4 or 5 maybe. I don't have luck when it comes to that wheel. Clothing seems to come up all the time. Well, not all the time, but most of the time. Yeah, like, BAM can literally, I can go around and jump in one of my vehicles and sell it, and I have money. And you guys seen the amount of vehicles I have, right? In my garages. So I've always been curious, and I've stocked up on vehicles. I've always been curious, like, what happens if I sold all that shit? Or just did the math, or even just be curious and just add up all the math from each and every vehicle and just start it from one garage to the next garage to the next garage and just add it up and take about a week and just tally up all the numbers. Because I'm curious at how much my assets are just in vehicles. Because it's got to be over $1 billion. It has to be. Like, there's a lot of shit there. Like, like, on the hangar floor, just in the hangar when we were there, there's 30 or $40 million sitting on the floor without upgrades. Yeah. So, and that's not even, that wasn't even the list. That wasn't even going into the storage space of what's in the storage. I forget what's in storage. I know there's a list of aircrafts, and then there's a list of aircrafts I have with Pegasus as well. Oh man, it doesn't stop. Like, I pretty much own, when I look at it, I don't like to brag about it, but I pretty much own everything in the game. I can't buy anything else. I've got safe houses all over the fucking city. I've got the biggest Mies Bank tower downtown. Here, let me show you. Here, I just remembered stats. Okay, so overall income, if you hit the $2.2 billion threshold, Rockstar puts a negative beside that $2.2 billion and then makes you work your way back to zero. So think about it. I've made here, let me show you. I made the account Christmas Day of 2020. Right? That was my Christmas gift to myself, right? And that's when things started to turn around for my life, was I actually got into this, and it kept my mind occupied from all the bullshit that was going on. And then here, go back to career for a second. Let me finish explaining. So right now I'm at negative 1.4 billion and still heading to zero. Right? So I'm on my way back to zero already. So I've made clear over $3 billion in 3 years, which is pretty impressive. My global RP, 34,583,923. I don't really worry about the other stuff. Time played as a character, yeah, I know, that's a long time. 331 days, 18 hours, and 37 minutes. Holy fuck. Somebody loves GTA. Spent on weapons and armor. That's how you know I've made over $2 billion. I've spent $1.3 billion in weapons and armor in 3 years. Yeah. Talk about doing public lobby safety and helping people out. Like, holy fuck. Like, vehicles and maintenance, $688 million. I've told players, I've shown players, like some players, I spend more in bills than you've ever made in the game. I tell them like that. I spend more in a year in bills, in property and utility bills, than you've ever seen in the game. Some of them, right? Like some of them run around like Billy Badass, and they're like, "Oh, I'm rich." I'm like, "Oh, really? Okay. How much do you spend in bills a year?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "It cost me $121 million a year, right? I have to make $121 million a year in GTA in order to keep playing. Or GTA would fucking shut down all my businesses and turn off all the lights, you know what I mean? Like that's just that simple. And how you get that number is you take that 363 million and you divide that by 3. All right? That's where you get the 3 years, right? I'm in my 4th year now and counting. And it's just, yeah. I don't even look at those stats anymore. Sometimes I look at those stats and I was just like, it blows my mind. I'm just like, that's ridiculous. you have an obsession, man. Like, I do like other games, but I love GTA. I've always loved GTA since 1997. Since I tried it when it first came out. Like, that's not this one, obviously, but... Oh, and I wanted to show you guys. This is where your MOC lives. Right? I'll show you guys something cool, too. If you bring it out of the bunker, you can drive... Well, not drive it back in, but it does a little cutscene of it going back in. It's pretty cool. Because the other little cutscenes only shows you driving in. This one I'm gonna show you. It does the whole shebang. And even the little armory guy down there, he like waves you in, right? Very cool. I can't. Oh man, GTA 6 is gonna have so much to do, guys. You know, they're not gonna tell us everything to expect in GTA 6, man. We're gonna have so much stuff to figure out and to discover. There's gonna be so many surprises. Now, this bunker, you don't need, when you first purchase it, this is the truck. Don't quote me on the time. I believe it's anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes. Could be maybe 25 minutes. Rockstar changes things on a weekly basis with the weekly updates. And anyways, this truck will keep showing up in your bunker, so you want to maintain that. You want to be looking for that one. And as soon as those bullets are blue on your little mini map here, that means it's ready to go. Okay, it needs to be sold. Push it out, get it done. It's an easy 50K. Take your chances. Yeah, you might get jumped by bad guys, or you can try. There's only going to be 6 of them, so there'll be there'll be 3 sets of 2 enemies that come at you. If enemies do come at you at all. If they don't, great. Alright? It's a roll of the dice. Rockstar will surprise you.
Alright, I've confirmed with the store. As soon as you drop the parts off, they'll release the funds to your account. Easiest money you've ever made. Unless, you know, your movements are tracked by an opportunistic criminal gang full of people like you. Always a possibility. Anyway, good luck.
So, now I hate the music being played in the background. So from here, notice how this is going to take me back into the city. Okay, so on your little mini map here, bottom left of the screen, above it, it's going to be a news feed. Okay, and that news feed will tell you when your office mixed goods are ready to be delivered. It'll tell you when a customer's brought the bike into the bike shop. Any of your businesses, like it just told us that one of the cars were scrapped, right? Both the cars were scrapped, so we got to go back to the towing business and go grab 2 more cars. Plus there'll be money in that wall safe. And here comes the enemies. You'll want to buy sticky bombs for this. And here's another thing when you're first starting out GTA: don't be buying all the fucking weapons just because everybody else has weapons. They're expensive. Only buy the weapons that you need. All right. That bunker back there has all kinds of weapons that you can unlock as well, and I didn't even dive into that yet. And we'll leave that for another day because that'll cost $250,000, $225,000 in research each time if you want to fast track research to get stuff unlocked, like my explosive shotgun, and because I have explosive rounds in my shotgun, I've got MK2 weapons. That's what it is. So you can buy those weapons and then you can modify them even more, making me more powerful. I got a sniper rifle that has a thermal scope and it has explosive slugs as well. People, when they're flying around in the jets in public lobby, don't like when they fly around all of a sudden, boom, like that, and they're flying, they're like, it'll make you shit your pants. Seriously, you'll be flying around thinking, oh, blah, 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 like I'm killing somebody in the lobby, right? Like being a griefer, and then all of a sudden just boom! Like, and they feel it and hear it too, and it's loud. So you imagine having a headset and then like having an explosive round all of a sudden hit you out of nowhere unexpectedly. It'll scare the shit out of you. You'll be woken up for sure. But there's not a lot of ammo in those, and they're expensive, right? They're expensive to reload. Like, you guys seen how much I'm spending on weapons and armor? $1.3 billion in 3 years. Whoever wants to divide that by 3 and seen how much I've spent in a year, go ahead. I don't want to do it. I'm just gonna, because each year was different. Shit, year 2 we were in the first year and a half. Yeah, going into year 2, we were in wars that lasted for hours upon hours. We had like 4 and 5 clan members sometimes in the lobby fighting like 10 people and 12. One time 3 of us fought off 16, and that was MP3. We were fighting MP3 clan, and it took almost 5 hours, and we fought them down. And all that stuff, all that went down on my last account. Great. Oh, that's 2 days from now. Sorry, I got sidetracked. The hell was I talking about now?
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know.
Bunker shit? I don't know, see? I just lost fucking train of thought right there. I'm screwed. Businesses? Maybe? I don't know, fuck. From here I can go anywhere. Right, to any one of my businesses and go collect money. Oh yeah, the salvage yard.
It's on the way.
Now I take this thing for a drive. You know what? I'll tell you guys something. If you guys ever think of buying this one, don't. I've only brought it out 4 times in 3 years. I've used it in 2 wars. And then I've used it the other 2 times. I had to use it when there was just a regular griefer in the lobby. But I've used this thing in 2 wars. One down at LSI and one out in the Grand Sonora Desert. I'll show you what it does. This thing's deadly. Fire 5 rockets at once, and this thing locks onto your jet, and you're fucked. You're done. You're not. This thing locks onto your vehicle. It's bad news bears. You're done. So, we had one guy that like was hiding in a building, somewhere. I forget, it was in this area somewheres, and like it was in like deep into the corners of the building, right? And he thought like he was gonna be hiding from everybody, and everybody that came in to try and kill him, man, he'd kill them and be like, ah, and laugh about it and be like, "L's bitch," shit like that, and you could hear him running his mouth on the mic, and I'm like, okay. So I brought this thing, right? And the building that he was hiding out in, I was able to just go scare the shit out of him most times, right? And able to get them to move around, and then when they move around, you get other clan members to just drop them, right? This thing will also lock onto vehicles. Hang on, let it lock. Deadly, right? Now, unfortunately, it's not going to be safe if it comes too long, because they'll be able to shoot me. Maybe not. We'll fire that close. Nice. It's been a while since I brought this thing out. Can you tell? We'll call Lester. No more of this. Paging Lester the molester.
Hey, what's going on? Okay, so you're in serious trouble, and you need my help. Okay.
Look at that, see? Up on the newsfeed. The palace has $50,000. So the wall safe already has 50K. So now I know that I'm in the area after I'm done the tow trucks, right? Or sorry, after I'm done towing 2 cars. You know what I'll do? I'll go right from the scrapyard, and I'll go right over. I call it scrapyard. You guys call it salvage yard. Don't matter. Same thing. Pop. All right. Soda. Canadian, American. Right. We got 2 different slangs. Everybody's got their own slang. Right. I was like, they can tell when I'm Canadian. Oh yeah, they hear me talk and they're like, oh yeah, he's Canadian. Yeah, he just said A. That slips out. Like, that's true. That slips out no matter what. All the time. It will come out in context when I'm speaking out of nowhere. Just, it's a Canadian thing. Yeah. I don't say A lot, though. No. Mainly during hockey games. Stuff like that. That cool truck, right? That thing's in war stock. Right, so you could technically... I could call Imani, I could go out of sight. I could sit here and wait for a griefer to come out of LSI and come for a round and come swing him and then drop him, and they wouldn't even know. Well, they'd know when I get locked onto them. They're gonna know, and they're not gonna know where it's coming from then. So it's just, our clan has every toy you can think of to fight off the griefers and the tryhards and all that stuff. We have everything to go to war with. Everything they have, we have, and then some. Right? And then we know what tools to bring out when they have certain vehicles out. And sometimes, depending on the situation, you know, sometimes bringing out the same exact destructive, you know, whatever machine they're using goes to your advantage, right? Because that person, because we train on our shit. Like everything that we have in our fleet, everybody knows how to use. Like, and then we're all trained on the buddy system as well. So if we say we're going in the Avenger, we already know most of the time somebody like me is flying and someone's going to the back and they're on a gun turret. Like, they already know how to use the gun turrets and everything else. It's like there's no communication that has to happen. We already know what to do. All right. So all the service vehicles we know how to use. All the service vehicles got all the same stuff I have. My close clan members have. Now, some of you may say, like, oh, the tow truck's a waste of time. Don't listen to those players. Those are players, not gamers, okay? Those players that sit there and say it doesn't pay, yes it does, okay? Because look, when I turned around and I picked up those 2 cars earlier, as I was going around the game making money, I deposited everything when I got to the nightclub, remember? And then now I'm back to 500. But when those 2 cars came back, that was almost 76k. When you add up the 76k and then your wall safe, right? There you go. You got almost 6 figures. Okay? Sometimes even 6 figures. And that's easy. Okay? And that's just for towing cars. Okay? So yes, it's worth it. And it will give you points. And it will give you better cars. And it will give you better paying cars, eventually. But it takes time like anything else. You have to put the grind in. It doesn't come easy. Nothing's handed to you. Okay? You gotta earn it. Right now I'm sitting at 111 million. I think, like, what, the other night I had to orb 2 people and drop me back down to 108 million. And Bam's just messing around. I'm not even trying. Okay, I'm just enjoying the game, having fun. Jumped on this morning. I'm like, I'm doing the business grind today. Right? I decided that in the morning shower this morning. I was like, you know what? I was thinking of, am I gonna do missions today? Or we're gonna do some story stuff? Nah, maybe later. But for the morning stuff, we're gonna do the business grinds. Plus, it's fun. I mean, Rockstar keeps coming out with new business. I can only imagine the cool shit we're going to be able to do in 6, though. The businesses and all that stuff, oh man. Some of us going to be living in a digital world. I'm going to become hobbits, or yeah, hobbits. Or hermits, that's it. You're gonna become like house hermits. All the GTA 6 fans, man, you know it. People are gonna be losing sleep for days when it drops. I know I will. I'll be stuck in GTA 6. Yes. And I'll need time to figure it out again, because now I know what I know in the game. I can easily go and jump into 6 and get started on businesses first and start out with business grind again. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. I already have a plan when I get into that game. I'm gonna be smart buying businesses again, and I'm gonna look up what businesses are most profitable and purchasing those and upgrading those and showing you guys. Because if you don't learn how to run your businesses, you won't know how to make money in GTA. You'll forever be buying those shark cards.
All right, bring the cart in. We'll salvage the parts and get paid in no time.
And for those of you who sit there and say, well, that's boring. No. There's things. Go around to each business. Okay, like once I'm done doing these 2 cars, there's also those 3 missions. I've already completed one of their missions though. as usual. But I mean, there's also that to keep you busy. There's other mission business stuff to keep you busy in GTA.
Take care.
Right? Look, Celebrity Agency Solutions, your daily agency income, 31K is sitting there too. So the agency's just down the street. Okay? And look, down there, bottom right-hand side of the screen, the wall safe up here has 48K sitting in there too. Alright? Money adds up so fast. Like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Like everywhere you go, everywhere I go, I'm touching money. Okay? That's what I mean. I literally manipulated the game to pay me to play the game. Yeah. Well, I guess you could say I beat the game with online. When you think about it. Because some players can sit there and say, yeah, I beat GTA, I played all the missions. So? Congratulations. Good for you. That's not beating the game. Beating the game is when you turn on the game and the game's paying you to play the game. That's when you know you've mastered the game. Because, like I explained, it doesn't matter what I do in GTA right now. My wall safes are drawing in money. I can easily go into a public lobby and allow those wall safes to even double up even quicker, and just sit on my yacht with the yacht defenses on, going traveling all around the place, doing whatever I want. Those wall safes will drag me in money, mad money. My clan members have watched me do it. They watched me do it on my last channel too, and it angers people because people don't like that. People don't like it when they see somebody's mastered the game and they haven't even come close. Like they're pissed, right? It gets you haters instantly. Like it got me haters big time. How the fuck do you play GTA like that? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I've been playing GTA since it came out in 1997, man. Like, what do you expect? Huh? Like, I've played GTA since it was blocks. Does it look like Lego blocks? I mean, it did. Google GTA, 1997. Google the first one. It looks like blocks. Right? But it was cool. Oh yeah, man, was it ever cool. Right? This is one of those... I don't know, back in my day, it was it's just like, I got to see graphics change. I got to see graphics change from Atari type graphics to what we're... Well, everything that we have out there in the digital world now. Think about that. I've seen it come from, yeah, like my first TV growing up in my room was black and white. Okay? So I didn't get a color TV until I was in my teens. Right? I didn't get my first cell phone until I was 19. Even 18. And even back then they were these small little devices that only had a green screen. And you had to T9 text. And I know most of you don't even know what T9 text is. Some of us mastered the T9 text. Yeah. And that's back in the day when everybody used to call each other. Now it's texting. Now everybody, like, nobody answers the phone anymore. No. Everybody wants a text message. That way they can look at it and ignore it.
Almost here? Nice! We can get the car ready to be disassembled.
But, I mean, for me, right? I'm one of those people, I grew up in a generation where I'm not addicted to that cell phone. I'm not addicted to social media. The only thing I'm addicted to is the video games and the YouTube, yes. But I'm one of those motherfuckers that can put down the cell phone and walk away from it for hours upon hours, and even a day, and I don't give a shit if it rings or what. Like, yeah, go ahead, ring. Yeah, no matter. I'll check it tomorrow. Fuck it. Serious. I've been like that before. I just look at the phone and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be bothered today. Nope. Right. I won't shut it off or anything, but I'll ignore it. Yeah. It's mind therapy, right? We all need phone therapy. Yes, we need phone therapy and then some. Some of you live with that phone, your phone is taken with you everywhere you go. Yeah. Yes, I'm guilty as well. We all do it. We all sit down, take a shit, and scroll. I don't scroll Facebook, but I'll sit there and scroll YouTube. Alright? Mark Zuckerberg, I gave the finger to Mark Zuckerberg a long time ago. Yeah. You're not happy with me. No, I called him out, and I called him creep of the universe. Right? That guy a creepy looking motherfucker. Yep. I got tired of him fucking violating my fucking civil rights. Always throwing my ass in Facebook jail for my fucking freedom of speech. Fuck you, man. That guy might as well have liberal losers stapled onto his fucking forehead or tattooed onto his forehead, you know? He spells creep. Yep. Creeper. Yeah. There it is. So see, we took care of the salvage business. Right? Done. Now, how I set it up, how I collected 48,000 out of that safe, here's how. We just collected it, and we also brought 2 cars to the shop. Alright? Hear me out. Those 2 cars we brought to the shop, once they're done, here, and you'll know when they're done, because you deposit your money after this, and show you guys. Just in case you miss your news feed, I'll show you. You deposit, right? And then, for me, I'm going ahead anyways, I gotta go to the nightclub and shit, but you would bring out $500, okay? And then you'd watch your bank account up here, and it will tell you. And it will say on the little news feed too, that those cars have been salvaged, and then you'll see anywhere between 70 and 80,000 up there. Now you're going to think that's small peanuts, but it's not. Hear me out. Let me finish. You come back to the shop, okay? You get in the truck. You go collect another 2 cars, okay? While you're waiting, while you're collecting those 2 cars, the safe's gonna get another 24K in there, bumping it up to 48. Okay. Now, when you get back from bringing in those 2 cars, like I just did, you'll hit the safe, okay, and you'll bring out that 48K on top of your 70, and you have 6 figures, okay? Boom. Easy 6 figures, like almost some of the easiest work in GTA you'll ever do, right? And simple task, and gives you RP. Like it's just a no-brainer. Do it. Get it over with, right? Don't listen to other people that sit there and say, oh, it's not worth it, it's not worth it. Like, shut the fuck up, man. You don't even know what you're talking about, right? It's definitely worth it. It's worth every penny. Because you don't want to sit here. You don't want to let your nightclub popularity go down. Anytime your nightclub says, oh, there's 50K in there, there's 100K in there, okay. Make it your priority to go get your ass down there. Go bring it out with the wall safe. Don't let it go to 250K, because if you do, it's going to take you too long to bring up that popularity again. It will. And you're going to end up having to do a popularity mission. So if you want to avoid doing that, that's why you never see me doing the population missions. Like, you never see me driving anybody home anymore. Right? You'll see me throwing people out, but you never see me driving people home. Because that little popularity bar at the bottom right-hand side of the screen down there, you want that sucker to always be 4 bars or higher. Maximum you want that thing to drain down to is 4 bars. Right now it's at 4.5 or 4 3/4, right? 4 3/4 and a slice. I don't know. It's pretty close. But what I would do normally, if there was somebody to drive home only, yeah, you could drive home and boost the popularity of the nightclub, or I'll just change out the resident DJ for 10k. And all you need is 2 DJs. I bought 4, because like I said, eventually, I went around and started buying everything in the game because I ran out of shit to buy. And I was like, oh, I should do this, I should do that. I should make sure this is done, and that's done. Right now there's somebody to throw out of the nightclub, and that'll boost the popularity back up, and it'll also pay me $10,000.
I didn't know you party like this in LS.
So see, the little 5-figure that you collect, you don't always have to chase the big stuff, right? All these small businesses pay, and the MC businesses don't really pay. Okay, those are like hobby businesses. All right, they're not going to make you a lot of money. No. What's going to make you a lot of money is your office, okay? Because you need to buy a warehouse, small warehouse, crates. So you'll see me going around my warehouses, and I got warehouse staff, and I send them out to source crates, and sometimes I'll go source 3 crates if that warehouse has more than 200,000 waiting to sell. The nightclub just paid me 50k for coming down here, and plus $10,000 to throw someone out. All in all, I just made 60k for cruising over here, right? From the salvage yard. Easy money. Now, the auto shop makes you good money too, but you don't necessarily need it off the bat to make big money. It's more or less I want to say a hobby business. More or less, it is. And you won't need the staff, but see from the nightclub there, I can run over. Good, the train's not coming. I can run over here to these 2 warehouses, get these 2 guys working, or source out these 2 staff, and then circle back, like drive not even half a mile down the road, and be at the auto shop, and go and deliver, and go and make more than 50k again. So this would be the only trip that I'm making. But even then, I'm not making. This trip's still gonna make me money because I'm just making 2 little stops here. Since I'm in the area of where my warehouses are, you come out and you source these people. They're your staff. Okay, you go source them out. Pay them $7,500. Sometimes they'll bring back 3 crates. Worst case scenario, they're gonna bring back 1. But they're either going to bring back 1, 2, or 3 crates, and sometimes even a special crate, special item crate. So you roll your dice, you take your chances with that, but still, over time that will fill up. That's small peanuts investment. Always do it, especially if you're in the area. Just common sense. Like why backtrack around the map? And not be making money. It just some players don't make sense to me. Like they're so unorganized. They're like here, there, and everywhere, like a fucking like writing squiggly lines in a coloring book. Yeah. And I love it when people try to give me advice in GTA and try to invite me to their apartments and stuff like that, as if like their apartment's the biggest thing since. It's like, no, dude, I'm not coming to your fucking, you know, like, or, I don't know, I get invites from players like that all the time. Or like the car meet. It's like, no, I've been there, done that. I'm not playing Fast and Furious today. Maybe another day. One of the business battles is, see, right up the street right here. The steel mill, right in front of us. And the nightclub's right behind us. So it's like that's an easy back and forth to the nightclub and back to deliver that stuff when it comes up. It's just stuff to me that made common sense, that I looked at and I was able to save time and just figure it out. My mind's weird like that. I get to analyze stuff and just start processing different scenarios and then, until it finds the proper one that suits it best and that makes sense and then that's the most profitable, or and then I go with it. It's kind of like when I figured this out, when I figured GTA out, I was like kind of looking at it. I was like, is this really happening? I'm like, did I really just crack this game? I'm starting adding numbers up. I'm watching my numbers go up and up and up and up and up. And I was like, oh wow. I was like, okay, maybe I have. Cool. And back then though, I was doing KO Pericos like they were going out of style because they were paying high dollars. Now they're paying peanuts. Right? You guys wouldn't believe me, but that tequila bottle used to pay us like over $1 million, just over $1 million. Now, well, it's garbage. 600K. Yeah, it's completely dropped in half. And you know, last year, I was playing all last year, and we never even got the Black Panther statue. There was never even a Black Panther statue week that dropped last year. So I was kind of disappointed about that. I was like, why? And the pink diamond became a lot more rare. The necklace became a lot more rare. It was all of a sudden lately, since we've been doing those heists, it's like you're gonna be getting a lot of bonds and the tequila bottle, unfortunately. That's why a lot of people are going broke in GTA. GTA got sick and tired of people taking advantage of the KO Perico heist, and they nerfed it huge. So now those players that only knew how to make money with KO Perico are now completely fucked because they didn't invest in businesses, or they do have some businesses, but their businesses aren't making them enough money to sustain their fucking lifestyle in GTA. And then people are selling off their assets. Tyler, what's going on? Hey dude, welcome to the channel. Smash that like, brother, come on. Don't forget, guys. It's gotta be like standard routine for us all now, especially as streamer fans. That's like normal for me. As soon as I come in any one of your streams, it's like smashing the like, hit the like right there. Oh, I'll let you guys know too. Usually. No, I'm not on PS5 yet. No. I want my PS5 Pro Series. I've explained that. Yeah. I want my Pro Series so that when 6 drops, I got a system that I know is going to be able to handle. Because, no offense to anybody that has a PS5 right now, but GTA 6 is going to make that system run hard. Okay? Like, GTA 5 makes systems run hard. You know? With all the stuff that's happening in the background, so I want maximum performance. I've got a plan for that sucker. Nice. Thank you, Tyler. Oh no, I thought you were... I took a look at the V for a second there. I thought you were like PS5, and I thought you were gonna... No. Not yet. Not yet. Nothing against it yet. Now, I haven't looked this up, but apparently I heard rumors. Can someone clarify this for me? Like, you can't. So in game chat, you're gonna have to be careful of what you say, versus if you're in this chat. Like, and what I mean by that is, since I'm streaming and I'm doing this talking, but I was hearing it first when PS5 dropped that people were getting banned and people were getting muted if you were doing too much swearing, and well, we all know how my fucking mouth works. Yep. There's no curbing it now. There's no changing it. There's no filtering it. I am who I am. I can't help it. I've even tried to stop swearing and I still swear, so like I gave up on that one. I was like, you know what? It is what it is, man. And for that matter, I stopped caring what people think. If they don't like me swearing, that's fine. I don't care. Right. People like Dana White swears, and that motherfucker is turning around and running the UFC. So I mean, like, you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Or by its words. Or you can. Okay, we're going to be good. Nice. Yeah, because I'm investing big time into this year. I've heard, fingers are crossed. Now the Pro Series is supposed to drop this fall. All right, I'm financially prepared for that. I'm waiting. So yeah, I know that system's gonna run me like probably with the warranties and getting it all set up. That's gonna be an easy 1,500 Canadian dropped. I'm prepared. Like, I already understand, like, to get it all set up and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'll have to do it proper. But I'm not sure about going on cam. I'm camera fucking shy. I don't like that one. I don't know. I was mic shy for the longest time, but camera's something else. I'm graduating to it though. You never know. Maybe by the end of the year, I won't be so camera shy, and I'll be all set up on that one, and I'll be like, "Give her, let's go." But personally, I'm not saying like other streamers do what you do, right? Personally, I don't like watching somebody game at the same time as they're gaming. I don't mind hearing their voice, but I like seeing the full screen of. Like, I don't want to see someone's face in the corner or something like that. I'm missing a piece of the game, right? For me, it's like, damn it, I can't see that, right? So it obstructs my view, and not saying there's anything bad with doing it, but for myself, if I'm going to do anything with the cam, though, this year, I'm thinking it's going to be when I do my show.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know.
And still up on the air about that one too. It's a little bit of a hot topic right now. Because if Justin Trudeau still stays in power here in Canada, he might pass some fucking bills coming out here quick that will severely censor what the fuck we say on YouTube. And that's going to piss a lot of Canadians off. Believe me. It already has. I mean, like, that guy has already pissed everybody off. At this point, I mean, who hasn't he pissed off? I mean, there's a little small group out there of absolute delusional fucking idiots who believe he's doing a great job. So, but no, I wanted to talk politics and how we can make our society better and community better, but can't, because that motherfucker seems to be turning around censoring everything that we do and say.
I'll bring it to you.
Like, he's taking away our rights and freedoms, trying to, and people like me and Peterson and a few others, and, well, just to name a few, even Tom McDonald is Canadian, if you guys didn't know, and he's turning around and voicing his opinions, and stuff like that. Even Elon Musk weighed in on Justin Trudeau's bullshit, right? And said that he's a little dictating tyrant. Tucker Carlson came over to Canada. Like, Justin Trudeau needs to go or he's going to get us nuked by Russia. Okay? Russia's pissed off at us. Did you guys see the interview with Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin? Vladimir Putin clearly explained that he's going after all, he's going to liberate all, he's going to go after all the Nazis on the planet. He's going to cleanse the planet of Nazis. He's going to cleanse the world of Nazis. And he spoke about Canada. And he spoke about Justin Trudeau turning around and fully knowing and honoring a Nazi in the House of Commons, right? And then not even owning up to it, and not even apologizing for it, and being a man about it. And he called him a weak leader and everything else. And he said, I will go into the, and I can go in there and take the Nazis out. So I would have nothing to worry about if the fucking Russians came in and invaded my country, but they're going to turn around and look for the Nazis, man. Like, Vladimir Putin's no fucking joke. And I don't care what you guys say, but the guy has a stronghold on fucking what's going on. And he speaks with like the guy don't fuck around, man. Like, when he says he's going to do something, he even pointed out to Trudeau that, like, he's garbage, right? And for Justin Trudeau to keep pushing, all his response was to that was like just kept pushing support for Ukraine and shit like that. Like, he had nothing to say. He didn't apologize. He didn't own up to it. He didn't say, yeah, Canada fucked up. You know, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I fucked up. No. He didn't he didn't own that shit. Didn't own that shit at all. No. Just danced around that question. And you know what? A few of my YouTube friends are out there that are like, they're the ones that are telling me that they're the ones concerned. They're like, we're gonna get fucking nuked. If this motherfucker stays in office, we're gonna get fucking hit with the nuke button. Putin's just gonna, and here's the thing, right? The Russians can easily invade Canada because we're connected with them at the North Pole. You guys didn't know that, did you? No. Like, you can literally go through northern part of Canada, okay, and you'll be in Russia, especially from the west here. Okay, from the west here, all we have to do is just go north, and we end up in Siberia. No joke. Look at the globe. That's how that works.
Just give me the word, and I'll make it happen. Anything
Yeah.
you need, boss. What do you
Scary
need?
reality that Canadians are waking up to this week is that a lot of them like missed geography class. And see, in geography class they taught us, like, I don't know, where everything was in the world and stuff like that, and how it's connected. Well, when I looked at that shit and I analyzed and I looked at the globe, right, from the top point of view, and I've always realized and kept quiet about it a lot because it's like they know about it too, and there's been nothing really said about it now, but in deep history books there's shit, like we've argued over the land up north with the Russians. So if they really want to and they want to start invading Canada, they just come from the north and they come down and they south drive it. But then I can't see that happening with Alaska. The United States would step in because we're allies, so the United States would step in and get involved. And like I said, like then the shit's on, right? Because they're not gonna. The United States is not gonna allow Russia to come through North America, because if Russia comes through North America, they're coming directly through Canada and they're coming straight for Russia, or they're coming straight for the United States, right? It would be a direct line, right? It would be a direct line that they'd be able to feed in, and then they'd start being able to paratroop right straight down from the sky, right? But they'd have a direct line to go through, and all they'd have to do is secure that porting line, right? That they want to drill through. So like they have like, for instance, they have a pinpoint spot on the globe where they're going to go through and say, like, even if it's through Saskatchewan, Montana, whatever state, and they're gonna go right through. They're gonna start right through Canada. They'll go through Nunavut. They'll go through Saskatchewan. They'll go through the state that's underneath Saskatchewan. They'll continue on through wherever they're gonna go. And that would be their supply line of they'll keep feeding troops, drilling troops by the hour, would be feeding them just like they did in Ukraine. That's how they started, and the line would get started, and then they'd phase out from that line. That's if Trudeau doesn't fucking turn around and shut the fuck up, because Putin just warned him on Tucker Carl's interview, right? He's pissing off the Russians. Like somebody in the head of security at Canada gotta be like, yo, dude, step down right fucking now, okay? Like, you're putting Canadians' safety at risk, okay? Because Putin just has to hit the little nuke button, boom, there goes Canada, right? Or he can just invade us and turn around and be the first fucking world leader, turn around, take Justin Trudeau and make him a joke, right? And the thing is, Justin Trudeau keeps fucking drilling our ammunitions and weapon supply to fucking Ukraine, that we only have 2 days stock supply. Mercedes Stephenson interviewed him at Christmas time, on Christmas Eve. And she said, do you know that the Canadian Armed Forces have reported that there's only, if we were to get attacked and we had to go to war, that we only have enough weapons and enough ammo to supply us for 2 years, and yet that motherfucker wants to turn around and take our guns. Okay? The dictator wants to take our guns so that when we get invaded, we can't fucking defend ourselves. Yeah, that makes no sense, right? That's why Alberta took the stand and said, you're not taking our guns, fuck you. Saskatchewan took that stand, and New Brunswick took that stand, right? So, when they turn around and tell you guys in the States the same thing, it should be red flag central. Especially when they're trying to ban assault rifles. Okay? Assault rifles are what keep us safe. Okay? Literally. Because that's a rifle that has better accuracy than, let's say, a pistol at long range or a shotgun. Okay? At long range, that thing is going to give you some sort of protection. And not to mention, it is high-powered needed protection, right? When used properly. Okay? When the government turns around and says, oh, we want to take all those away. Wait a second, no. Okay? What you need to do is you need to revamp the laws, okay? So that people with mental health disorders don't get access to guns. Period. You know what I mean? Has nothing to do, like, you don't have to be attacking responsible gun owners and people who know how to use weapons. Alright? You don't need to be attacking law-abiding citizens, is what I'm trying to tell you. You know, who you need to go after is criminals. Who you need to go after is the ones that are mentally unstable, getting their hands on weapons and shit like that. Because the United States and Canada seems to have this little problem where they're allowing these criminals right back on the street after they've done crime. You need to hold those motherfucking repeat offenders and keep them in jail. Period. Right? It's true. Break the law, okay, and get convicted of it, go jail. Serve time. Break the law again, you're gonna get a harsher sentence. Break the law again a third fucking time, we're gonna leave you there for a while. Period. That's it. Like, obviously, by the third time, you're not getting it. Time 1, you should have got it. And time number 2, you should have got it. Right? You definitely should have got it time number 2. If your ass goes out and breaks it after getting convicted and serving a sentence after 2 times, your third strike should be, you're fucking done. Lock him up and throw away the keys. See you later. You don't belong to society. Simple as that. People want to get along and fucking live in peace. We don't want war. We don't want bullshit. Right? We don't. People want things to go back to the way they used to be in the fucking 90s when we had safe streets outside, when parents were outside, when we were all outside together. We could all hang out in a community together, right? Without worrying about our safety. Right? We could have community gatherings together and picnics and shit like that. You remember those days? Remember those days when you were growing up? meeting up at the local park, and there'd be other families there too, barbecuing outside in the park and shit like that too, and you'd make friends with the random people and all kinds of stuff. Everybody was everywhere. There was no chaos and bullshit. Look at the world we live in now. Fuck you can't leave your kids outside unattended? Are you kidding me right now? No. Okay? When I was growing up, you could leave your kids outside unattended. You know why? Because a neighbor was outside too watching them. Alright? Nothing would happen. Right? Nobody would dare do anything, any stupid shit like that. Because there was already, the neighborhood watch existed. Alright? People even had signs in their windows. They said this is a neighborhood watch community to deter motherfuckers from breaking in or from starting shit in their neighborhood or community. It lets you know that the community is aware and the community does their due diligence and we are together. Everybody knows everybody. Right? We all look out for each other. None of this, nowadays, nobody knows anybody anymore. Right? You know, it's a fucking shit show, Seth. You don't know who you can trust out there, you know, like neighbors. Like, people say the suburbs are nice to live in and it's safe. No, it's not. Everything is a cookie cutter house. It looks the same out there, and there's no police stations out there, no fire stations, no ambulance stations. It's the most unsafe place to live right now in the fucking world would be the suburbs. Even major cities. Okay? It used to be, even small towns are getting bad. Yep. It's almost to the point where you're gonna have to go completely off the grid and get a piece of property and not tell anybody where the fuck it is. And like not have any neighbors. That's my point. That's where I'm at. Right? That's what's gonna happen. For sure. Because this is a shit show. Everything out there is a shit show. It's getting worse. It's not getting any better. It's just getting worse.
How can I help you?
Come April 1st, it's about to get real bad, people.
Take care of the company.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Wanna know why? Here's the thing. The farmers here have started protesting too. Because I kind of updated myself a little bit yesterday. I'm closing this live stream off here in about 4 minutes. That's why I'm hanging out in the office talking to you guys. Because it's breakfast time and time for me to get my daily chores done and stuff. My routine things. It's Monday. But the farmers here have started protesting, okay? And it's big. And so have the fishing boats here. They're starting to protest. Because come August 1st, or sorry, not August 1st, come April 1st, the carbon tax here is through the fucking roof, and so is the price of living and the homeless crisis, okay? Now, come April 1st, he plans to triple the fucking carbon tax. Yeah. So the people protesting right now are already farmers saying that they cannot sustain the shit that their agenda and their taxes right now. Okay? Come April 1st, they ain't gonna be able to afford it at all. They can't afford it at all now. They're doing it to the farmers to buy up their land. What I told you guys was true the other day. They're doing it to the farmers to buy up the land. The agenda is so that they can turn around and make room for other immigrants and turn around and make room to create farms that are buildings where they're going to grow and manipulate our food. So that they can control all the land. You understand? We can't give up our land. Because if we give up our land like that, like I said, what did our ancestors fight wars for? You might as well go visit their grave and say, guess what? I'm sorry, your sacrifice was for nothing, and we're just going to sacrifice what you did for us means nothing to me because I'm just willing to give up my rights and freedoms so easily. If you're that kind of weak person, you belong at a cemetery and you belong talking to fucking headstones of soldiers who died in World War II and in World War I. You understand? Because you're disrespecting everybody. You need to stand up for our rights and freedoms. No more. This shit needs to stop. You understand? Or you guys are realizing right now that life is unsustainable. Look at the tent cities everywhere. Huh? And most of you can't afford to fucking pay your bills anymore. Right? And home ownership for you guys is out the fucking... gone. Bye. Don't even think about it. Home ownership for most of you is going to be a fucking tiny home on wheels. Ain't gonna be land. You kiss land goodbye. In the city? Fuck that shit. They're jacking the prices up for a 2 and 3 bedroom house to $800,000 and $900,000, if not more than $1 million. How you gonna afford the mortgage payments on that? You have to fucking have a $70,000, if not higher, income to qualify for a mortgage like that. So the bank will sustain you. So the bank knows you're living a sustainable lifestyle, and nobody has a sustainable lifestyle at this point now. Everybody's in debt, including myself. Okay? So think about that. We keep letting this shit show happen, we ain't gonna be able to live. Look at all the farmers right now that aren't growing food. These motherfuckers are on strike. Okay? We need to support them. They're doing the Freedom Convoy movement just like we did. Okay? For our rights and freedoms. They're doing the same thing. Only they're doing it against the climate change shit before they push this agenda. Okay? This agenda can't happen. You understand? This is Freedom Convoy all over again, and we need to support the farmers. Okay? And if you guys could try to make a comment about any of the protests for the farmers and show some support for them, please. Okay? Because our rights and freedoms are at stake again. I shit you not. And it looks like BAM's gonna have to fucking stand up for our rights and freedom again all over again. I already am. So, although I don't think Trudeau is gonna turn around and invoke the Emergencies Act this time and freeze people's bank accounts. Yeah. So, but I mean, he is delusional little fucking shithead who's unpredictable. So anything's possible at this point. I thank you guys for tuning in. 82 views and counting. Cool. 5 likes. Right on. There was a lot of you. Some of you tuned in, tuned out. Kind of like the tune in little thing did to a little weird graph today, but yeah. No, it's pretty consistent though. And future reference, guys. Just remember. Usually for the first 30 minutes when I start my stream in the morning. I'm not the most talkative until I finish that cup of coffee. Because most of my, literally all my nights, okay, since October 2nd of 2021 are just like exhausting and frustrating, and sleep is almost next to none. Sleep, I don't even know when sleep happens anymore. Sometimes I just drift in and out of it or whatever, but I'm not, when I get out of bed and it's usually like 5 a.m. and I go do the morning thing and shower and make coffee, I'm not really in the mood to talk to anybody and say good morning right off the bat. Not until I have that cup of coffee and wake up and realize, like, okay, I hit the weed vape pen a couple times, and then I can say hi, you know. Which is why I know, fingers crossed, hopefully, this summer I can get out and do some fishing and be on a boat, because, like I said, 3 o'clock in the morning, yeah, I'll be out fishing, and it's perfect. I don't have to talk to nobody. It's silence. You need silence when you're fishing. Right? It's not a talking sport, or even talking thing in general. It's just like, go relax, fish. No? Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Fuck. I'm leaving. I'm fucking starving. Okay? I got shit to do. It's Monday. I'm gonna be back though. Right? Always. I'll probably give me a few hours, people. Right? So, James got to put his laundry away today. Yeah. I did laundry last night, so it's like, oh, that chore has to be done today. And the vacuuming, so I better get at it. It's not going to do itself, right? You guys take care. It's Monday. Get past Monday. If Monday's not your fun day, it's okay. Monday's not my fun day, but that's the joke, right? Flip it around. Everybody always hates Mondays, but come on. Start of a new week, right? We'll make it through the week, hopefully. Let's all pray they don't nuke us, right? So maybe we'll live to Friday, right? Who knows? The whole world's going to shit, though, right? All the world leaders could turn around and be like, hit the nuke button, and we're all going to go boop. But we won't feel it anyways. We won't. It's just going to be like, boom, lights out, gone, done. Have a safe and blessed day, though. Bam, we'll see you guys. Hockey and GTA. Hockey will be up next, and then GTA later on again this afternoon. So, hope to see you guys in the next live stream. Okay? And don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay? So take care of each other. Stay safe. God bless. And try to do something nice for somebody today. Or just comment them something. Right? Let's show each other that we're human beings and that we can respect one another, okay? That's the least we can do at this point. Alright? Okay, cool. Good talk. Alright? And good stream. It was a good 3 hours. Alright. See you guys later. Peace.